yards away from becoming the 4th running back in NFL history with 1,000 rushing yards and 800 receiving yards in a single season. Marshall Faulk, Steven Jackson, and Roger Craig are the others. Some pretty good company, but the company that Ray Rice is concerned with right now is the playoff kind. Baltimore battling for that wild card spot, and Ray Rice joins us now on First Take to talk about it all. Ray, let's start with that playoff talk. You're in the driver's seat when it comes to the wild card. Pittsburgh's coming up on Sunday. How do you think you guys are playing as a team right now?
I think we're playing pretty good football in December. You know, December football is like no other. So, you know, we really control our own destiny here, and you know, we have the Steelers next, and we're just looking forward to keep going forward each opportunity we have. You know, the playoffs, you know, we control what we do. So, I mean, that's one thing that's important, and it's special that we can go out there and know that, you know, it's not what another team does, it's what the Ravens does that control whether we go into the playoffs or not.
When you talk about controlling the ball, we know we're going to see you running the ball. And I mentioned that mark, the 1,000 rushing yards, 800 receiving yards. It'd be hard to get this season, but you're so close. What do you think has been the key to you emerging as this dual threat player?
You know what? This offseason was great for me. You know, I have a great coach in Wilbert Montgomery, you know, who just, he carries me along the way. Everything that he can teach me, he coached Marshall Faulk. And he tells me a lot of stories about Marshall and what he did for the game, and just little things that Marshall did. So I take from that guy. But the thing I'm doing right now, you know, I give credit to my offensive line, my quarterback, for everybody who's just carrying me along the way. You know, my stats and my numbers, you know, can mean the world to me. But as long as my team's winning, you know, I'm happy. You know, so you know, it's just a good feeling to know that, you know, I'm playing good football right now. You know, and we control what we do for the playoffs.
And Ray, you're so much fun to watch when you're running the ball. Give me some idea, because I've read that you watch film of some of the great running backs to try to improve. Whose film do you think has taught you the most?
I would have to say, I can't be biased on this one. You know, I like Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. You know, but one guy that I really watched, you know, was Walter Payton. You know, and my style is probably just a little bit different, but I think that, you know, when you watch Walter Payton, it's not about his style of play. It was how he worked. He outworked everybody, you know, that he played against. And his workout, running the hills, it's just the thing. But Barry Sanders was a great risk taker, and he was very elusive. And Emmitt Smith was, I think that just, you know, sums it up right there for me. You know, the guy ran behind his pads, wasn't the biggest of guys, know how to use his blocks, and had very deceptive speed. You know, a guy. Yeah. You know, it was just great to watch them guys. You know, and they set the forefront for all the great running backs today. Obviously, the guys I named are shorter backs.
And you know, Ray, I mentioned it's sort of like you can see little bits and pieces of their games in you. You talk about the work ethic. I have to believe that came from childhood. And I want to sort of get back there. In reading about you, very close with your mother, how did the phone call with her go this morning? Because you call her every morning.
Yeah, I call my mother every morning. You know, if I don't call her, I get to hear from her. I get about 7 phone calls in a row, wondering what I'm doing, why I didn't check on her. But, you know, my mother is the one that, you know, she embedded in me to be humble, to be as I am, you know, let my personality show. And, you know, she's just the one that, you know, she means the world to me. She works with special needs children, so, you know, you got to have a lot of patience. So, you know, I think my phone call sets her day off, and, you know, she's about it, and she goes about her day. And, you know, I actually had a fun day with her yesterday. We called, and it was nothing serious about our conversation. It was all jokes.
That's good. You want to share any of those? Or were they family jokes, personal things?
No, they're not family jokes. She tends to always try to crack on me. And I like to crack on sometimes the stuff that she wears. So, you know, she still thinks she's very stylish. But, you know, I'm trying to get her to settle down a little bit, but she will have a nice gift for Christmas from me.
Good. Well, you mentioned the personality there, that she wants you to show the personality. You recently tweeted that you have 3 personalities: Ray Rice, Rockstar Rizzle, and Regular Ray. Can you explain those?
Ray Rice is a typical football player. You know, Rockstar Rizzle is the guy that I just go out. He's a fun guy, you know, and Regular Ray is just me, you know, every day, you know. But one thing about all 3 of my personalities, anytime you can approach me, I'm not a guy that you see and you can't say hi to. I'm a guy that's very approachable, and I just like to have fun, you know. Football is a game of fun. You got to enjoy every moment of it. And I think it's a way that, you know, you give your fans something to see. You know, I'm a guy that loves the game, you know, but at the same time, I love the people who watch the game and who support us as well. So, you know, you got to give them a little something special.
No doubt about it. So we've got regular Ray in all of you. Ray, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck this weekend and good luck in your quest to get into the playoffs. It's been a pleasure to talk to you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the Ravens will be at the Steelers Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time.